Hey, what's up you guys, it's Bam. So how's your day going? That's good. And if your day's going bad, I hope it gets better. So I told y'all last week that we were either going to be doing, my dad is back, or mowing, so sorry. I'll try to talk louder. But I told y'all that we were either going to be doing an ASMR, Q&A, or exposing mine and Ryan's relationship messages. I didn't want to do this one, and Ryan told me not to, but who listens to Ryan? Nobody. Literally don't even know where my phone is. Literally. Okay, I found it. I have to plug it up because it's about to die. Now, I'm not going to show it because some of the messages that are on the screen you might not be able to see, but before we get started, I want to say, how's your day going? That's good. And if your day's going bad, I hope it gets better. So, one thing before we start, you see these two moles? That's why I have like a lot of skin showing. This one is really big and this one is not that big, but wanted to tell y'all that I've had a struggle with this my whole life and I really want them removed. So if I get them removed anytime soon, because we're trying to book a dermatologist appointment, so if I get them removed, I will do a video over them and how they affected my life. Now, we're gonna have to, before I get started, here's some vegetable soup. I made this straight from the can on a, what was I gonna say? On a stove, just because what they were cooking and I didn't want, because it didn't look very appetizing. So this is vegetable soup out of a can. I'm basic. And a grilled cheese. This is not the best because I made it. Like, the cheese looks really bad. I'm just gonna take my time today with y'all. Let's have a little cup of tea. It's unsweetened tea with like some flavor in it. I don't know. It might take me a few minutes to scroll up to the top, because we are going to start at the top, which was 2015. So I'm just going to talk to y'all and keep scrolling. Hope y'all have had a good week without me. I know y'all probably hate these Wednesday videos, but it's just helping with my schedule, and I hope y'all understand. While we're waiting for my thing to get to the top. So, I can't remember his name, but some dude wanted to collab with me. He has like 7,000 followers, or 7,000 subscribers. I'm like, he has way more subscribers than me. Why would you want to collab with me? But I guess he's a fan or something. And I did subscribe to you if you're watching this. I don't know if I'm ready for collabs yet. My biggest dream is to collab with, like, big mukbangers. But, you know, that'll probably never happen. I want to collab with Chunky. I even commented on her new video today. I doubt it'll happen. Oh, and somebody told me to do a clothes haul with my new clothes I got this weekend. We don't have school next week, so maybe I'll make some videos throughout the day if I get bored. But I will be at my sister's house. She's never seen me make a video, and I don't make mukbangs at her house. But I promise y'all, I'm going to do a mukbang at her house. I will make her do one with me. If y'all want to see my sister, comment down below. Write down, we love you, Joe. Write, we want you, Joe. Or, we love JoJo. Just do that. I bet she'll make a video with us, guys. So I hope all of y'all have been doing so good. I missed y'all. I've been waiting. Yesterday, I'm like, I get to make a video today. Wait. It's not even Wednesday. I thought yesterday was Wednesday. So our spring break's coming up. I'm so excited. I haven't been eating as much junk food, but the Cokes are killing me. I really got to get rid of the Cokes. But they say tea helps you lose weight. Like, it like helps kill the fat. So if I keep drinking some tea before I go to bed, maybe that'll help. And I need to get back to working. I know I'm common saying, you've been saying for a whole year. I don't know if I've been doing this for a year. But they say you keep on been saying for like a few months that you are going to lose weight and you haven't. I just get discouraged way too easily and I need to stop that. It kills me. Kills my motivation. So, sorry if I'm disappointing any of you guys. I'm really trying. I know how some people drink hot tea. I cannot drink it. I have to have it. Now this is going to sound crazy when I tell y'all. I have to have it warmed up, shook up, not too hot, not too cold. Because that's how my mom used to make it for me when I was a kid. I would not drink it if it wasn't like that. And I just always, it helps me sleep. Makes me feel better in the mornings. So, if you ever want to feel good, try that method. Guys, we're not even out of 2016 with our messages. They're just pretty bad. We might have to stop, like, in 2016. I don't know when we met in 2015, but I think it's close. So, let's just hope. We met forever ago, it feels like. I love Ryan. He's my best friend. We've talked about so much stuff together. A lot of these are voice messages that you can't hear because I've, like, recorded a lot. And it cringed me when me and Ryan talked about these together. It kind of, like, ugh, it's weird. Because now that he's bisexual, and now that we're just friends, it's really weird. Okay, we're at the top. Now, I'm not going to say all of it because it's not all cringeworthy, but we're going to say most of it. So, the first thing he said with me was, "Hi, how are you?" And we had talked before this on, like, Xbox and on Skype and stuff. I said, "Good, talking to the best guy ever. LOL. Winky face." And then he said, "Love you." And then I didn't say I love you back. What a terrible person I am. I guess I was nervous. Okay. Then I said, "Hey, babe, I got a question." I feel like an idiot. This was back 3 years ago. I was 12 years old. Maybe 13. Okay. He said yes. I said, "Do you think our relationship will last long?" Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh yeah, why?" I said, "Just wondering. Love you." He said, "Love you too." I said, "Want to text right now?" What was going through my brain when I text this? And then he said, I'm just going to show you the picture. What was he doing? He said, "Just kidding, LOL." And I said, "Good show, jolly good show." That was like a picture off of Facebook, off of some show on Cartoon Network. I don't even know what show it's off of. I said, "You're funny." He said, "I know you would, LOL." And I was like young back then. I was like, LOL, probably not. Where'd my napkin go? Oh. And then we sent a bunch of emojis, like kissy hearts and stuff. And then he called me. We were on the phone for 27 minutes and 56 seconds. We always love to talk on the phone. And I said, "Baby, hey." He said, "Are you at?" He said, "I'm at school. Are you?" I said, "Yeah." I said, hey, I'm sorry I have to say this, but see, that's how I was back then. That's how I was back then. I would, like, think I was in a good relationship, and then I would, like, be like, hey, we gotta break up. Man, just have in mind, we dated for, like, we dated 6 times, because we were stupid. I said, hey, I'm sorry I have to say this, but we need to break up, because, but we can still be friends. What? What was I? What am I now? I'm still pretty stupid. I said, Ryan. He said, Briley, question mark, question mark. I said, what? He said, I don't know. I said, okay. He said, send pics, you know what kind, just kidding. I said, oh my god, you're so not even going to see, you're not even going I was such a F girl back then. I said, oh my god, you're not even going to see, I have a boyfriend. He said, LOL, just kidding. I know, I was joking. And I said, okay. And then he sent me a picture of my, excuse me, sorry. He sent me a picture of myself. He said, look like I look like this. And then he said, LOL, just kidding. I said, why do you have that, LOL? He said, it's from Kick. I said, cool. Then it was March 15th. We had that conversation on March 5th. I don't know why we took such a long break from talking. He said, hi. I said, hi. I said, whoa, ho, 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 ho. Oh, that was random stuff that I would send him. He said, hi. I said, Ryan, where are you? He said, hi. Literally, I don't know if we talked on Kick back then, and we didn't talk much on here. He said, I said, where have you been, Ryan? And then he said, hello. I said, hi. He said, call me on Skype. Hello. I said, okay, in a minute. He said, tell me when you're going to, so I will call you. I'm just going to skip some of this stuff. I'm not going to tell you everything. Let me get to the part where we started dating again. Hang on. It takes a minute to get down there. Let me eat some more soup. Or it's not really soup because it's like really thick. I try to put milk in it to make it creamier. It don't really work. I'm not a chef. I can't remember when we started dating again. Okay. Hang on. He said, yeah, do you like me? I said, yes. Just, I'm still in love with Justin, which is a dude that I dated. And we broke up for a stupid reason. And he said, I like you so much. So much! Sorry, I'm being really weird in this video. Oh, got the cup out of the frame. Kentucky, they lost. But I still love you, Kentucky. Okay, so, and I put a weird emoji. He said, LOL. And then we said a lot. We had emoji wars for some reason. He said, okay. No, it was nothing. Like, it was just random conversation. I said, okay, this is when we were dating again. Okay. He said, hey. I said, hey, babe. What are you doing? Nothing new? I love you. I love you too. And then I said, I love you. He said, love you too. I said, you don't act like it. Sad face. I don't even know why I did that back then. People tell me they love me. And then I'd be like, no, you don't. Okay. And then he was like, hang on. And he said, what are you doing? And I do. I said, no. Sad face. He said, I do. Riley, you. And I said, Riley. He called me Riley for some reason. But it's Briley with a B. If you didn't know that. And he said, yeah. I said, you mean really? He said, yeah. Get on. And I said, I can't. I can't. I'm at Austin's house, baby. Me and Austin are best friends. I'm always going to be at Austin's house. If any guy gets offended by Austin, I'm going to be like, bruh, bye. He said, we should all, I said, me and you should. Winky face. Cringe all over. And then he said, are you on Xbox? Hi, what's up? Get on. He said, hi. He said, I can't. I said, why? He said, my mom wants me to stop talking. I'm loud. I said, no. He said, no what? Then I showed him some of the pictures of the vapes I wanted, because I was a vapor back then. Sorry. Get me to talk with my mouth full. I really like picking out the peas and the carrots and the green beans. I hate green beans, but when it's in soup, it's really good. These noodles are not that good. But the carrots are on point, and the potatoes are on point. Okay. He said, oh, and I think we had already broke up at this point, and I was like, okay. He was like, I might ask out Maverick. Don't say anything. I said, what the fudge? I said, F-U-C-K, but I don't want to cuss. He said, when he gets out, what? I said, don't break his heart again. Because he dated this dude when he broke up with me because he came out as gay. Ryan, if you're watching this, I love you. But the viewers want to know what happened. Love you. And I love all you guys too. But he was like, I might if me and my girl. I said, oh, wait, he said, might if I, me and my girl. I don't know what he meant. He said, oh, I said, okay. He said, girlfriend. I said, okay. He said, break up. He said, well, I said, well, don't put him through what you put him through last night. Okay, just a little rundown. I'm not going to tell it all because it's really personal to Ryan and Maverick. Ryan came out as gay. Hang on. Sorry. Whew. Tea makes me burp a lot. Okay, so he was like, he dated me, and then he dated Maverick, and then they broke up. And then he was like, he came out as straight again to Maverick, and Maverick went crazy. And he tried to kill himself. And then he had to go to a place. That's all I'm going to tell you. Not going to go into detail. And then he said, I know. I said, okay, hey. He said, get on Xbox. That's what it means. He said, blah, blah, blah. These are not important. I might read one more section. I said, me and Tyler broke up. He said, why? This is when I was dating some dude. We dated a lot of random people. I said, hi. I said, are y'all together? He said, I can't tell you yet if we are or if we are not. I said, why? Mad face. He said, because. So he said, just ask Tyler. Oh, this is, y'all are probably so confused, and I'm so sorry if this is confusing. Let me just get another rundown. When he broke up with Maverick, I don't think they ever went out again, but he asked out Tyler, because he was still bisexual, I guess, now. And then he said, just ask Tyler, tell him to go on Messenger. I said, just tell him, just tell me. He said, tell him to go on Messenger. He said, no, we are not going out. What are you doing? He said, get on. And I said, he said, don't say anything. He sent me a picture. I can't show it, though. He said, Tyler just asked me out. I said, cool, because I was mad because I didn't like Tyler at this point. He said, I said, I don't know. He said, yes. I said, say yes, because I was like, F it. Do what you want. He's like, I don't know. He said, LOL, I know what I want. No. Just kidding. LOL. Not really. I said, yes. He said, LOL. I said, oh. And then I put like a and then he was like, I was like, cool. And he was like, get on. And then I said, how long do you think y'all will last? He said, I don't know. I said, oh, cool. He said, don't tell him, but I probably don't think long. He said, he thinks y'all will be together forever. He said, sure. I said, yay. So that's all I'm going to read today. If you did enjoy, please leave a thumbs up. Have a good rest of your day. or night, and I'll catch you back here tomorrow, guys. Love you.